Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just getting ready for the holidays, doing up my last minute packing, my last minute gifts for folks. Because, it's coming up. And you know what a laureate gets people for Christmas, right? It's poems. Obviously. What's that? Do I have any poems for you? Of course I have poems for you. What would I be if I didn't? You all are my loved ones. I have so many gifts for you tonight. I think I have some old stuff to start out with, and then I've got some brand new, shiny poems for you. Let's just start here. Let's go with a couple classic Christmas poems. This first poem is from my first book called Illicit. It's called Merry Rehab Christmas. Once upon a time, Christmas, fresh out of rehab, no one had any money. We decided to print out pictures of what we would get each other if money were no option. We sat on the floor Christmas morning and untied plastic grocery bags filled with folded up printouts of Google images, a car here, a new house there, vacations, home studios, horses, and ranches to match. None of us had ever been so rich. Thanks, y'all. For those of you who don't know, I'm Andru Defeye, a.k.a. the Guerrilla Poet Laureate, a.k.a. the Hoodie God, a.k.a. Spittin' Quarantino, a.k.a. I wear my sunglasses at night indoors because my eyes are as sensitive as my heart is, y'all. So I got a couple more for you. This one is a classic. This is an ode to a man named Larry Jefferson. Do y'all know who Larry Jefferson is? Oh, you don't know who Larry Jefferson is? Larry Jefferson was the first Black Santa Claus at the Great Mall of America, y'all. And through this poem, we actually got to be friends. I actually got to build a little bit with Larry Jefferson because somehow he got a hold of this poem. It goes like this. If X equals the number of people employed being Santa Claus at stores, parties, and malls every year, earning spare holiday cash to buy their kids presents and figgy pudding and shit, and Y equals the amount of Black folks cast for the role, pretending to have elves and sleighs and toy factories and fucking reindeer, and you multiply those by all these years, the answer is white privilege, and we need to solve for all of it. Thanks, y'all. Really appreciate you. We pull this mic in a little bit closer right now. And, I'm excited to bring you some new material. It's been a wild year of this lockdown and not being around for. Oh, well, hello, Merry Christmas. You can also leave a comment at any time that you want during this broadcast. So it's been like I said, it's been a wild year. I've done a little bit of writing, I got a few new things to share with you. So I want to get into a new poem for you. New. What? I wasn't expecting anyone. Who's this at my door?
Hey, Judy.
Yo, we got the poet eye in the spot.
What's up?
Man, just being in here, doing this little poetry special.
I heard Uncle Jesus was having a birthday.
That's right.
It's turning into the Star of Bethlehem.
That's
I
right.
wanted to come through and do a poem.
I would love that. Please.
That's my Christmas gift to you.
Mm.
You know, with this Aquarian energy, words is important.
Let's
So I'm gonna
go.
do a poem about words right now, because you know, as we shift into science is words, and words is a science. We got to use them properly. It's
Mm.
called The Doors of Change. You can feel it. Anger's rage bubbling in your throat like daggers ready to weld the double-edged sword of your tongue with precision, aimed at the neck of its irony. But dearest, this is what breakthrough finally feels like. You meet the most resistance at the cusp, that final battle of immaculate will. Do you want the new? Or will you continue to summon the old with all of that fire waking fiercely in your jugular? Will you temper it with the life water or kick the bucket over, watching the angels' work run across another's life codes? How then can you speak life with empty reservoirs and no wherewithal? There's something magical about the way fire warms water just enough to make it feel like right emotions, like water only kisses fire to gently calm it down, just enough to melt the heart back to gold. Like Job didn't lose everything for nothing, like riddles can only be solved through the purity of our words before any action can ever follow. Be like the fool, standing on that cliffside, ready to take that leap of faith, but don't let them push you to their predicted doom. Your ears are lying about everything they've heard. Your eyes are deceptive about everything they've seen, but your arms are truthful when they start to feel like wings. And you, my little bumblebee, were created to defy the odds. So jump. Without asking permission, just jump. Your destiny calls more often than your past. Don't forget to pick up this time. Don't forget to hold integrity with your voice. Don't forget the past never really knew you. That's why it's always begging you to stay the same. It knows. It knows you can feel it. Anger's rage bubbling in your throat like daggers, ready to weld the double-edged sword of your tongue with precision while aimed at the neck of its irony. But it never understood the life water of your dreams and its everlasting promise to temper your golden heart whenever you choose to knock fearlessly on those doors of change. That's my Christmas poem, Drudy. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. There we go. I was trying to hold my quiet while you were, because I'll just be having outbursts sometimes when you're reading.
We love it about
So
ourselves.
thank you so much for blessing me and for blessing all of us. There's this whole internet of people that just showed up out of nowhere and they're tuning in. So I just appreciate your voice and appreciate all of it. Thank you so much for your holiday gift. Absolutely. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Oh man, one of my favorite poets starting us off. That's so beautiful. The poet I, y'all. Oh, Isabel said, wow, wow. I do that every time that I hear the poet I ever read. All right. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna give you guys some new stuff. All right. Let me get into this new. Who's here now? Farah! What up?
Hello, I have a poem for you.
Well, number one, happy birthday! You're amazing. You're gonna give me a present on your birthday.
I have to. It's the
that's so
holiday.
representative of
for
who
everybody.
you are. That's so representative of who you are. Yeah, please. I'm definitely with it. I love this.
It's so good to see you. Look at you doing your thing.
Speak poet, gang, gang.
Always. Always. Well, I have a quiet little love poem for you this holiday season. You ready?
Yeah, give me it.
All right. I don't have a title for it. It just exists in the world as is. You are the first full moon I ever saw. You are the first full moon I ever saw that didn't immediately eclipse after seeing how comfortable I am in the shroud of night. You are a whole moon. The milk moon, the moon man they write about in stories. You are all the moons no one has ever seen, ever. Actually, no, you are the only full moon in my line of sight. And you stayed until the sky was blue and the sun said, hey, you're still up. And your fading eyes, sleepy but trying, and said, yes, yes, I am. I am for you. And smiled the first time I've ever smiled. Since the last time I needed a reason to smile, and that was a long fucking time ago. Damn. What a light. What a blistering transcendence. What kind of topsy, under the wire, over the fence, turvy, Mars dweller bullshit is this? Who are you, moon? Tucking yourself in at night first before tucking me in? Rippling water, way too big for you? God damn, I'm confused by my emotions, aren't you? You were the first full moon I've ever saw. And at once I had a revelation. I learned the heart can be resurrected. It can, I promise. Pump it with enough moonlight and it will be able to see in the dark. Somewhere there is a childhood home not haunted with heartache. A place you did not learn the word pain. And how to peel it from your skin with great failure. How to boil it out of your lungs with great failure, unlearning the habits of the resident ghost. Somewhere there is an astronaut who has studied her whole life for this moment. For you.
Wow. That's some new, huh?
We're trying out here, you know?
Right. Yes, it's quite a wild atmosphere to be to stay inspired in, right? Like,
yeah.
We doing it though. We doing it.
We doing it.
That's
right. You're gonna do some more poems later?
Yeah, I've been trying to debut some new stuff. I've just had a couple guests stop by. It seems like every time that I'm trying to drop this new one, people just stop by.
Well, that's just what's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of love floating around in the pre-holidays, as it would be. But it is so good to see your face live all the way from New Orleans, coming back to visit us right now here in Sacramento. So we are just ecstatic to have you, and we will have to catch up a little bit more over the holidays. Yeah?
Absolutely. See you soon.
Love you. Y'all, Farah is one of my favorite poets and an amazing artist, and it's her birthday, and she stopped by. Come on, y'all. Man, it's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful night. I love that my friends are coming by. Now what was I getting to? Oh yeah. I got some new poems for you guys. So let me get to this. So this poem right here is a poem about, again? Okay, let's see who's here this time. Oh, we have the Stockton Poet Laureate who just dropped by. Wow.
Andru.
How are you?
I'm fine. I have been running around this evening, dropping off gifts of poetry and stuff.
Hey, it seems like it might be the night for that.
I think it's that night.
Yeah.
So you remember when we first got locked down, like around March and stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
So my city was like reeling. And they asked me to write a piece for the city of Stockton. And you know how I'm always saying art has one of two purposes, to either comfort or disturb. And we had already been disturbed enough. So I decided to write some comfort. I decided I would bring you that same comfort.
We love to see it.
So this piece is called Revelation. Sides, as though by decree, disappear. No south side or east side or north side or brookside, only a unanimous desert of inside, relieved by fleeting oases of outside. Turf is a tarnished trophy, undefended, because who wants to rep a block nobody's been seen on in the years it's taking these months to pass? The potholes on Pershing Avenue are easy to avoid now that the asphalt emptiness of 3 a.m. exists all day. There is a civic shiver at the unexpected echo of a hammer laying down until further notice. And we notice that we find ourselves missing so much. But nothing is missed so much as each other. A city of segregated, suspicious, and sympathetic, truculent, turbulent, and triumphant, obstinate, obscene, and outgoing, crowded, cantankerous, and compassionate, cleaning, knavish, and kindred, tenuous, tactless, and treasured, overbearing, ornery, and open-hearted, negative, notorious, and noble. Stockton. In our isolation, it turns out we are more community than we thought. And we will all find ourselves together again.
Let's go.
So, speaking of going, I gotta run because I'm not through with my shopping. I gotta go by Target and pick up some extra editions of Black Card Revoked so I can drop them by Clarence Thomas's house and Stacey Dash's house and Ben Carson's house and Diamond and Silk's house.
Okay.
Well, you know, tis the season.
Yeah.
We wish you a petty Christmas. We wish you a petty Christmas. We wish you a petty Christmas and a black ass New Year.
Let's go. Love you. See you soon. Oh, wow. What a gift all the way from Stockton. Mama Tama, as she is known. Oh, it's so beautiful. How did y'all enjoy that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got yeses. We got shout outs to Stockton in the building. Yeah. All the love for the Stockton Poet Laureate, y'all. All right, so back to it. We're gonna get back into the. I swear I'm gonna read you some new poems tonight. It's just I don't know. I guess it's that night where poets like come by and drop stuff. So this first poem, this is about my childhood and kind of what I. Okay, let's see who's at the door right now.
Andru, my brother, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. This is Indigo Moor, the man who handed me the title here in Sacramento.
You know, there's a laurel wreath behind me that is still yours.
Hey.
Time to get that to you.
Hold on to it. You know, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. How's your quarantine been?
It's going good, man, but I'm missing, you know, Jupiter and Saturn tonight. I mean, it's foggy.
Yeah.
How often do we even get fog? And it's foggy now. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Absolutely. So
when quarantine hit, I don't know if you remember, I was actually back east. I
yeah.
was in Philadelphia and Jersey area. And just when it was hitting, I was trying to go to this restaurant, this great restaurant that I heard a lot about. And I didn't realize how much fog came over the Delaware River. It was incredible. It was mystical and magical, scary as hell, and just absolutely beautiful. And that's actually the poem I wrote. It was the first poem I wrote when this whole thing was hitting. And that's what I want to read right now.
Yeah.
Birds in flight. Geese hurtle over rowers in full stroke, themselves hurtling over the Delaware. Such a flock would blot out the sun if it showed its face. The fog on this New Jersey afternoon is more photographic God than weather, declaring sepia, the color of everything it touches. Cars jump fog bank to fog bank like flying fish escaping a predator. These birds must be lost, not heading south, but west ahead of the ice rolling in from the Atlantic, the ancient mariner in search of another bird to kill and deify. When I was 10, a boy whose face memory refuses to grant features drugged me to a forbidden portion of town to see a white kid he claimed was a friend. When the friend came to the door with a shotgun thrown over his shoulder like firewood, I had my doubts. We ventured to a field cradled with low-hanging fog, where the kid took aim at the last streamlined V of geese fleeing winter's early touch. The blast broke the air like a promise. One of the birds faltered as if struck, then plunged to the ground like a crabapple shaken from a tree. The other birds continued their exodus. This is a knowing of sorts. There is no such thing as promised land. Today, I am the only patron in a stylish Indian restaurant. Upturned crystalline glasses reflect light from a gaudy chandelier. The owner has not noticed me. He listens to a language CD that promises to make him an American citizen in 20 lessons or less. I admit I cannot answer half the questions he also gets wrong. Perhaps neither of us belongs in this city, this country of doubt. When he seats me and asks where I'm from, I start by saying that this misty day has left me the courage to answer this question truthfully for the first time. But before I can say, he laughs as if I have spoken one of those American idioms that he should know, but hasn't yet found on his CD. As I pay my bill, stuffing a few napkins into my pocket to wipe the fog off my windshield, he asks me how I found this place. I want to tell him I'm trying to find my direction, that I have memories and goals that won't resolve into a plan, that sometimes lost is the only face we own, that his restaurant was the first I encountered that didn't serve goose. But by the time I find my tongue, a woman and her child have opened the door behind me, and the fog tugs on my scarf. It knows my name. It calls me into the only home that I will know. It's what we do, isn't it? It's what we do.
More photographic God than weather. Come on.
It's what we do, man. We all do it.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
brother.
thank
I
you,
know you
brother.
got other Christmas people to welcome in. I can feel them beating at your door. Happy holidays, man. Let's stay in touch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You too. Y'all, the hits just keep coming. It's like I almost wonder like who's gonna be next. As soon as I've said that, here it comes. Let me go see who's at the door right now. Dad!
Oh, Christmas poem. Oh, Christmas poem. I bring to you a Christmas poem.
It's my dad, y'all.
I'm going to share this. I'm going to make it fast because I know you got a lot of people that are going to be coming by. This one's called Don't Fear the Ghost. Have you been visited by the ghost of Christmas past? It seems it happens to me more and more often each year. I look back to see people of my past, these ghostly souls who have gone other ways. I think back to special Christmases gone by. I can imagine my dad putting together an electric racetrack that came with 007's car in miniature. Fast forward a year or two, and the big gift was a Huynh Stingray bicycle, which became my first stolen bicycle. My parents hid it in the garage of a neighbor across the street. Then a bowling ball rolled across my path. It helped me believe in Santa Claus for a long time. He delivered it one foggy Christmas day, much like we've been having around here lately, yea, many long years ago. I watched the houses of Christmas pass away, as well as both parents, along with the people I have loved, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles who made Christmas special each and every year. I also remember a friend who passed away. He was close enough that I actually named my firstborn child after him. He's been gone these past 11 years. Sometimes I think of him as Jacob Marley. He never achieved the poet laureate status, though. I look forward to Christmas present, my children both coming by, and even more to Christmas yet to come. I look forward to time spent with family now and time spent with Jesus eternally.
How am I supposed to host a show when you do that to me and make me all emotional, Pops? Come on.
That's my poem. That's my style.
Now y'all can see where I get it from, y'all. This is my father. This is the first poems that I ever wrote were written by this man right here. So, you know, I will see you very, very soon. I'm looking forward to Christmas present as well, Pops. I love you.
Can't wait. Hope to see you soon. Love you too.
Y'all. Wow. How am I supposed to follow that? How am I supposed to follow my father doing that to me? Yo, I guess I'm just gonna do it. So this poem right here is y'all, who is at the door now? We got Coon the Poet here? Maybe we don't have Coon the Poet here. Oh, we do have Coon the Poet here. He's standing on the other side of the dark. I couldn't see him.
What up, family? What's going on, bro? It's a blizzard out there. It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Truck broke down. I
On.
was on my way. The homie, Mr. Grinch, kind of going through some things. Kind of needed me to kind of holler at him one time. I guess he just said, "Hey, come through, cool." So if not, I'm gonna blow it off.
You the right one to call. You the right one to call. I'm glad the Grinch got you, family.
But my truck broke down, so I'm a little cold. You got some hot chocolate for me?
Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. Let me go and grab that real quick. Like,
oh, how y'all doing? Whew. Merry holidays, y'all. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas, happy everything. Happy New Year, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm gonna tell that homie Mr. Grinch. Keep y'all head up and your heart out. Continue to push no matter what's going on. It's superpower season, y'all. It's time to tap into your heart power, tap into your true power.
You said, wear your heart. Here, have some of this, bro. Have some of this.
Got me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Bro, you tried it? Have you tried this? Have you?
I'll stay on that.
That's that light chocolate right there. Shine it. Yeah, for sure. So, but I had something that I was going to share with him that I kind of wrote, kind of like when quarantine first started. Let me know, what it does for you. It's just, it's about just like a poverty release, wealth increase kind of poem. Let go of that poverty mindset, all that anger, bad vibes. So let me know how you feel about it. You down?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Who all you got over here anyway? Who all in the crib, man?
Man, I mean, a bunch of folks from the internet. Y'all want to make some noise real quick just so you can hear how many of y'all there are here? Yeah, it's like half the internet just showed up over here.
Okay, half the internet, huh? All right, y'all. So y'all let me know. It's the first time I really released it other than like one time almost, and then I got a little bashful. So y'all let me know what y'all think it is. And I say, I need to get it out. I need to get it out. So I had to write this down. Had to write it down. Had to write this down. Had to write it down so I can put back on my crown. I need to. We need to get it out. We need to get it out. So we gotta write it down. Gotta write it down. Gotta write it down. Gotta write it down so we can put back on our crowns. Look, couldn't let it just sit inside of me. And so I release it. Because if it increases, it'll turn into anxiety. It took a long time to reach a higher me, to become my own man so that no man could ever fire me or take control of my soul and try to inspire me. If it doesn't inspire me, I'll cut it off entirely. My only master be God. One more time. My only master be God.
Say that.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am the man that I've always aspired to be. Because now in my reflection, he's the man that I see. And this ain't no pride, ego, arrogance, or even vanity. This is bigger than me, even bigger than my family. But together we heal for the sake of community. And together we build for the kingdom that some can't see. But the spiritual doctor in me is writing a legacy of prescription for optimistic opticals so their third eye can finally be free from poverty, trauma, blocked chakras, and clogged arteries. So no, I couldn't let it just sit inside of me. So I learned to release it, because if it increases, it would infect more generations than our eyes could truly see. See, the cycle of true generational wealth starts with me. I say the cycle of true generational wealth starts with we. So we need to get it out. We need to get it out. And so that's why I write this down. Gotta write it down. Gotta write this down. Gotta write it down so we can put back on our crowns. Come on, Mr. Gracious. Put back on your crown. Come on, y'all. Put back on your crown. I'm gonna talk to Jack Frost like, put back on your crown. Because we need to It's all good. We're gonna feel all of these different feels during quarantine. We feel locked down sometimes, but we need to get it out. We need to get it out. So that's why we write it down. 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 So we can put back on our crowns.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back out there, man. I'm gonna do a footing all the way to Mr. Grinch, and I might have to stop at the homie Frosty the Snowman's crib. But you know, I got family all throughout the village of the city of Kings, so I ain't even tripping, man. I appreciate you opening the door for me, bro.
Man, it's always love. It's always love. Wear your heart, family. Keep wearing your heart. You're gonna be warm enough out there.
Absolutely. Please salute him.
Love you, brother.
Head up, hard out. Continue to push.
Yes, sir.
All right, nephew, we out.
Y'all, Kuhn the poet, one of my favorite poets in all of Sacramento. And again, another poet that I don't want to follow. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. I can't. I mean, I don't got vocals like that. All right, I'm lying. I do got vocals like that. You heard my album. Come on. All right, so this poem right here is gonna have to wait because we got someone else at the door right now. Let's see who we got at the door right now, y'all.
Hey, Andru.
Hey, we've got another legend in the spot right now. This is Bob Stanley, y'all.
Hey, it's great to be here. I just thought I'd drop in. I thought you might be lonely tonight, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's, I thought I might be lonely too. And then all of a sudden, everyone has been coming by. You just missed a whole bunch of different people. Kuhn the poet was just here. Indigo stopped by. Tama from out in Stockton was here. It's been a very busy night around here at ZFG headquarters.
That's great. Well, are you working on poems? You writing some new stuff?
Oh, I'm trying. I'm doing the best that I can in this lockdown. I got a few that I'm trying to give to the people tonight. We got apparently half the internet showed up here. Y'all make some noise. Make sure that Bob can hear you. Yeah. There's a whole half an internet that's here tonight. So yeah. How you been doing during the quarantine?
I'm okay. You know, I got a poem about the quarantine. It's about the whole year. It's a calendar poem.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, so I don't even know. I guess I'll call it Year's End. Jumping into January, just working, playing, as if things were normal. With friends in February, we climbed San Francisco's hills for Chinese New Year's. And all's well till March 13th. How fast our world turns small, how the dragon twists and turns. Actual equals virtual now. Everyone's a rectangle, finding their way on screen. Then on streets in May and June, we call for justice. This nation's worn its mask for too long. It needs to wear the truth. Juggling Zooms and rooms, our family flies home. Safe harbor from cities to roost. Just one July party. Watching a baby learning to run with open arms brings us both joy and fear. Can we touch anyone? And August lights fires, so close to home that all around us pours heat and smoke. At least the sky returns in time for school. September comes again, except there's no there. Faces search for what was before. And October, still too warm. And the planet and the people get hot, stay hot, too many ways. We've got so far to go. Now a new president elected. What of that? What do we inherit? What do we do next? Don't give up, we cry out to each other. Try to imagine. And I say to you, joy and hope, may this new year ring in. The last one was so long. So long. Farewell, 2020. Perhaps we've found some clarity of what we humans are and what we can become.
Wow.
So that's the year. It's from this viewpoint. But hey, I got to run. I got 10,000 poems. I know the life of a laureate, so don't work too hard.
Absolutely. Love, love. Y'all, the legends just keep coming. The laureates past, the laureates present. Oh, what a night. What a night. If I didn't know better, I would think that there was maybe a laureate future on the... Who could that be?
Hey, Andrew.
Alex!
So nice to see you.
One half of Sacramento's youth poet laureates right now in the building. How's your quarantine been?
It's been as good as it can be. I've been writing a lot of poetry. Is it okay if I share a poem with you?
Yes, please.
Awesome. So I know that you haven't been able to travel a lot, so I thought I could bring a few places to your own home. But I have to warn you, not all of these places are pretty, but I think they're real, and that's what makes them beautiful too.
I love it.
This one's called Postcards from the End of the World. California. From my living room, I watch as tiny yellow men march into the worst darkness and pretend not to hear when they have names. Witness an unprecedented use of the word unprecedented. The state of California has swallowed Connecticut like fever, leaving behind a scorched footprint the shape of neglect. There are streetlights in the forest now. The forest is a city now, with wildfire for veins and a steady churn of smog. Vehicles spill onto highways to escape the color of death, but even the lucky ones wake up to smudged sun and sepia. Classic Western. Villainize nature, defend your honor, reduce the brown people to accessory. This is the work of a century's suppression, of a creature that feeds on its own dead. When there's nothing left to breathe, you produce the opposite of oxygen. Don't need a crystal ball. Return the trees to their cradles. Burn the land clean of history. Seethe warning. Blaze insurrection. Do not slow. Do not slow. Let them see the inferno they created. Vietnam. In the country my mother loves, in its naked heart, coastlines unravel into starving hands, drawing anything with mass into wet embrace. Include the slippers, whose tattered pockets kept our feet from catching wind, and the plastic collected to prove we exist. Include the caution tape, the bamboo, the dining tables, the books, the altars, the rites, the fields they grow in, the aoyai, the photos, and the children who have now found mothers in this soft earth. It sounds like a bomb when the mountain that is not actually a mountain explodes, and it weeps burials for the willowed bodies who watch water rise to fool their conscience, who recite Buddha's name until synonymous with mosquito hum, who hold real hands in the dark of electricity, while millions of hummingbirds crash into sheet metal roof and herds of baby elephants swarm at the ankles, which, of course, the meteorologists will call rainfall and the parents will call temporary, will call home. Everywhere. The structures are empty, either because the people fled or endured baptism by flame, flood. An elderly couple is found in the charcoal of their farm. A boy, recognized under comic shop sludge. The men on the news say climate change is a hoax. I talk back, hold the objects they inhabit, break them. Well, I think I've actually got to go now. I have some cookies in the oven and I think they're burning.
Wow. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
You're my hero. Just so you know that you are my hero, and I just appreciate every moment that I get to hang out with you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Andrew. You're my hero.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
See you soon. Wow. Wow. Sacramento Youth Poet Laureate in the building. Yeah. Oof. Again, talk about someone I do not want to follow. This is turning into quite the night, y'all. All right, so on to this new stuff. This new poem I'm gonna debut right now is oh, I guess I'm not. Let's see who's at the door right now. My guy Bonafide.
Hello, neighbor. Do you have any sugar plums? I need something to spice the house up, even though I'm theoretically in the future. Right now, with 4 minutes to 12 o'clock. Thank you for opening the door to me. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. All the way from NY. How's your quarantine been, man?
And you know, New York got hit really hard, and the quarantine out here was, for me, it was it was really lonely. I stayed alone for most of it, and you get to think, right? Granted, I was productive. We finished a record for the band. For the
Hey, Moor Passage.
Yeah, it comes out in like a couple more weeks. Comes out in January, so I was productive. I did definitely write a couple of things. Do you mind if I read this to you and to half the internet that's here?
Yeah.
But specifically, I want to read it to my 22-year-old self and your 22-year-old self. This is called Letter to My 22-Year-Old Self. And if you knew me at 22, I probably wouldn't be able to sit down through this whole conversation. Today, look at yourself in the mirror, in the reflection, from a glass window, from a puddle. I want you to prepare for what's going to change. The new scars, the defined wrinkles, the gray hairs, not for a while though, right? I'm going to appear, right? The tired hands, the even more tired legs. Think about this until you're slightly excited and slightly scared. You can see this clearly in your head, right? Think of all the triumphs you want and the mistakes you won't be prepared for. The setups, the sabotages, the bad relationships, the fake friends, the great relationships, the real friends, everything is necessary. The left turns, the missed turns, the ran red lights, the left too soon, the spontaneous, the structured foresight, the amazing adventures, the nights in jail, the fights in the street, the fights at home, the complicated father, the amazing sister, the amazing son. Okay, you're about that. Spoilers. Sorry, you're going to be someone's father one day. Prepare for that. That's going to be interesting, right? Don't freak out. Just breathe. But just remember the pillars of your life, right? The foundations of your passion, the dreams of your silence, the music of your hope, the stories of your skin. Prepare for all the phases, the different fashion senses, the weird tie phase. I had some horrible looking ties, right? The jean jacket period, right? I look like a punk from 1975. The dandy phase, which I still think I'm in right now, looking like a Puerto Rican Doctor Who, right? I know you're looking at me crazy because you're still in this Timberland, North Face, baggy jean period, right? The mac and cheese Tims, the baggy pants and the flannel, the Skywalkers and the bubble jackets. You're gonna outgrow all of that, but then you still have your Tribe Called Quest and Nirvana, your Wu-Tang and Radiohead, your Outkast and the Beatles, the forever Jimi Hendrix and Bob Dylan phase. Those you won't ever outgrow that. But keep looking at yourself. Look at that smirk. That's forever. The crooked mustache. That's forever. Even though I've tried to fix this a million times, right? The invisible widow's peak. You started shaving when you were 14. Great choice. I co-signed that, right? The ever-present goatee. Now, when I wrote this, this is easily the biggest my beard's ever been, because the fact that I wear a mask every day, it doesn't really matter if I shave or not. So hello to man bun Rojas with the beard, which might go away next year, right? But think about, I never shave my goatee, so it's never gonna happen, right? But think about your shattered knees. Enjoy them while you can. The worn feet, they're still cute, still, right? The tattooed arms, right? You get a lot more than you did at 22. Think about how long you'll carry this face, how long you might carry some doubt, how long you have to carry this body. This is the past, present, and future showing itself all at once. We're captured in time, and I'm able to see forever right through you. Seeing every possibility for everything is, what everything was, and everything will be. And I tell you this because I want you to prepare yourself, because it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be hard. And in all actuality, it's going to be glorious. So I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Man, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for blessing us, and thank you for holding it down with the words as you always do, brother.
You already know. When we're allowed to go out, I'll be back in Sacramento pretty fast, right?
Yeah.
You already know. I
I'll
love
see
you.
you soon.
Thank you, pal. See you soon, pal.
Love. Y'all. Legends in the building. We got that sugar plum magic. Yeah. That's easily one of my favorite poets of all time right there. So I'm gonna see if it's maybe that time. If maybe I could get through a new poem or two for y'all. If that's all right with y'all, if half the internet is okay with that. So something some of y'all might not know about me. You might not know this part of my story. I was born with a wild medical condition where I was born without stomach muscles and told that I wasn't supposed to live. I wasn't supposed to walk. I wasn't supposed to do all kinds of things that I've been done by now at this point in my life. They said I wouldn't walk. I'd dance around stages around the world. So this is an ode. This is an ode to my body. This poem is called This Body. This body, big enough to hold grief and joy at the same time, miraculous as fuck, manufactures ash for phoenixes to rise from, turns sunshine to jet fuel and water to canyons, tames lions that live inside it daily, moved to stillness, makes maybe out of never, minds trauma for memories, and walks across tightropes to fasten loose ends. Something spectacular. My breath is a tarot deck. My skin is a history book, both written by an author whose name I can never pronounce correctly, though I try daily. This body, little more than prayers, weaved together with flames, made it through hell, made its own heaven, big, too big to ever be small again. Joy and grief dance in my rib cage and only collide when it is part of the choreography. This body is a dream coming true, predicting its past, reminding itself of its future with vibrations that were never really words. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you. This one I started writing this at the beginning of this year, when we could still go out. I got the inspiration for this, and then I kind of edited and sculpted it up while in the quarantine. This poem is called Tacos, Fries, Rice, and Beans. She sits, hair falling out in patches, in the middle of the taqueria, as her grandmother talks to her siblings about TV shows and music. Mom's face is tired and tells the story of late nights and hard prayers. In between bites, she chimes in with her mother and pretends to care about the football game playing on the TV, but it's clear she doesn't. She picks at her food and pretends to care about the cartoon conversation her little brother and sister are having, but she doesn't. I see her stare through the TV screen the way that only a child who has met their mortality and looked it in the eyes does. She pretends. Eyes across the restaurant are not swarming her, curious about the reasons behind her hair, a weight that is currently tied around her neck. You can see it in her posture. I pretend she does not have my full attention. Even as I am writing this, I am thanking her for the divine reminder that she is, and saying prayers that she live long enough to meet her past self in a taqueria. I catch her eye. She looks over at my plate, watching me as I've been watching her. Her little sister's gaze follows hers, but she's not old enough for politeness. Are you dipping your French fries in rice and beans? She asks. I chuckle. I explain to her sister, you have to find a way to celebrate every day. And sometimes that looks like tacos, fries, rice, and beans. She smiles. Thanks, half the internet. So I got one last joint for y'all. This is called poem number 333. They say there's a storm coming. I will be scared when the sun is. Don't forget we are miracles, please. Don't forget we are creation's favorite color of chaos, carried away with ourselves at 67,000 miles an hour, and we have gotten pretty good at it. We decipher our location on this big rock by looking at flaming balls of gas through lenses we make by smashing little rocks and applying fire to them, which we also make. It's wild, y'all. There's too much of what we are to be defined by what we're not. And in our purest moments, won't we get that? We are the poems they wrote. We are the fires they danced around. They passed us down from generation to generation, and we're here now. Isn't it wild how we try and tame it? Obey your heartbeat, because the other way around doesn't work. Forage the darkness for light, because that's the easiest place to find it. Pilfer all the joy you can. Stash it in every crevice of this life. Alan Kaufman told me, do not let the killers or haters win. Jose Montoya told me, we are the ones we've been waiting for. The sun is not scared, so neither am I. I appreciate y'all. All the love, all the love, all the love. So, yeah, I think, I was really just trying to jump on here for a couple of minutes and just read you guys some new poems. So, I mean, that's it, I think. So y'all have a good night. All right. Apparently we're not done here. Maybe let me go check the door to see who's here.
Hey, bro.
MC Zeps.
Christmas Trap is pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
We doing
all
what
of
we
those.
can here.
Yeah, all of those songs fit that rhythm.
Right.
You
You
could
could
trap
definitely rock the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over that for sure.
all of them. Let It
Yeah.
Snow. Christmas music is the best. You know what just became a classic for me? It took 7 years, but it's a new classic for me. The Kelly Clarkson one. The Christmas, I think it's called Under the Tree or something like that.
Okay. I mean that's the real move
It's tough.
in music.
To
You know
have
what I
an
mean?
original, yeah.
Like if you can write that All I Want for Christmas that Mariah Carey joint. You know what I mean? So the royalties just come in December.
Yeah.
Start in November, run through December every year. That's goals, man. We need to start writing some Christmas songs.
I made one for my kids' book, but it's it'll catch on one day.
Yeah, I firmly believe this. If y'all don't know about Rhinosaurs, you need to know about Rhinosaurs, based out of Stockton, California. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Where do folks with the little ones, where do they find out about Rhinosaurs?
You could support my small business by buying it through a large entity called Amazon. So it's like a little catch-22 paradox, but I it's I get the royalties. I publish it independently, so
Beautiful.
Amazon. Bunch of local mom and pop shops in Stockton too.
How's your quarantine been?
It's had its, what do they say on the commercials? These uncertain, trying, difficult, unique, challenging times. Like there's so many. I could have said 8 more. Every commercial said it's the best. With that said, to get paid less money to see my kids more, it's not the worst.
Word.
That's my how I could bottle it up real quick.
Word up.
Trying to stay positive, man. Things are weird.
That's it. We gotta stay positive. We joy hunt around here.
Yeah.
We stay joy hunting.
Let me
So did you see the show tonight?
I saw some of this, bro.
People just kept stopping by.
I like when they ring the bell. It's very polite of them. Bonafide Rojas, the way he said mirror, which you guys would say mirror. I don't know how you, but it hit me in the heart because it made me miss home a little bit. The way he talks, I was like, oh man, he could have been one of the homies.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of New York tonight in the spot.
Yeah, my daughter says it like that too. Mirror, Ma, I want to go look in the mirror. I'm like, yes, that's right, baby, Brooklyn. And stop. I am. Normally I'm pretty hype when I rhyme, but it's very, both kids are sleeping, so I'm gonna be doing this late night jazz voice. 95.6 Defeye FM.
Word up.
Something like that. So I picked a nice. Hold on, where's this little beat I got? I'm on multiple devices. Okay, here we go. Let's get silly. Ooh, I like this beat a lot. Let me make it a little louder.
Nice.
You get the drums pretty good?
Yep.
Okay. Let's keep it smooth, yo. Hey, yo, check it out, I'm just be repping it fast. I see my man Andy, does he have a checkered past? I'm not talking about his life, I'm talking about his little background, the red and black, because, I never kick a wax out. I really like the shades, the beard, and the hat, because it matches very nice, and I'm weird when I rap, because I also have a beard and a hat and some glasses. Sometimes I rhyme slow, kind of like molasses or that syrup. Some people say scissor, that's maple. And then I put some pancakes and some waffles on my table. And then I said, oh my God, maybe I just want a bagel or an English muffin or maybe some soup with a ladle. Who has soup for breakfast? Somebody who's sick. Maybe they need some chicken soup so they can feel nice and lit, so they can get a little bit of penicillin in their system. Listen to the rhymes. All that food was made in the kitchen. My man Andru just took a sip of his nice drink. This is all freestyle, which means I do not think. I just make it up as I go along, like I wrote a song. But it's not because it's stream of consciousness. Get it on, smoke a bomb. No, I don't. Only vape, don't smoke it. Listen to the rhymes because they're so ferocious. Yes, we are the dopest, and it's so explosive, like TNT. More lines than DMV. That's the pump in the motor vehicles, vehicular, perpendicular. I kick for your rhymes that I spit for you. I will put conditioner and shampoo in my hair so it feels nice. What this man do? I be doing rhymes. He hit you with kung fu. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm even gonna do. I'm just making it up. I'm just having some fun. I'm just chilling and I'm just rapping on drum. I and I'm African, son, because I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, we're mixed with conquistadors, Spaniards. You know that's sick, yo. Listen, can't forget about the natives, Taino. Listen, cause you know I'm so abrasive. Mix it up, that me Latinos. That's that huepa. That's that cooking chuletas and sipping cerveza. That's that wearing chocletas. That's flip flops, jazzy hip hop. Oh,
Hey.
yeah, not bad, not bad.
So yeah, I mean it's a well-known fact about me that I believe that hip hop is the next evolution of this thing called poetry. You know what I mean? Like it is poetry, you know what I
There's
mean?
deep connections, you know. There's a lot of like connections between the two. I mean, rhyme writing and like MCs in my eyes is a form of poetry.
Absolutely.
There's so many kinds I didn't even know about, honestly. And then you go back in time and you had the troubadours and like, you know, people that would speak for the king rhythmically to trade goods, stuff like that, you know, in different cultures that existed back a long time ago.
Yeah.
Vikings like battling each other. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. And then it's gonna advance. I mean, Def Poetry Jam was the amalgamation for a while, right? Like a big ass record label that was putting out these, you know, combining the two worlds. So that's cool.
Yeah. All I wanted in life at that point was I wanted to be Russell Simmons just so I could walk up at the end and be like, "Good night, y'all." You know what I mean? Like
it would feel nice. It would feel nice.
I'm trying to be the Sacramento Russell Simmons. You know what I mean? That's all. But man, I really appreciate you coming by, kicking some rhymes for us and representing on the hip hop side of what we do. Man, it's always love, and send some love to, if y'all have not caught, see, Zeps is a fantastic MC. I might get in trouble here. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Zeps is the second best MC in his family.
Yeah. She's I don't know, man. Her flow is crazy already, and she's not even 4. So I started in high school. She's got like a big head start.
Soli is so good. The first time that I saw this little girl and like watching her hold the flow, that shit is so wild to me. Be like, I'm like, yo, I can't wait. Honestly, every time I see her rapping, I'm just like, yo, when she gets to be a teenager and y'all argue, and it's just like, nah, you want to battle, Dad? You ain't trying to battle though. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm waiting for.
I didn't even think of that. That's great. Oh, I want that to happen. Or she's gonna hate hip hop at that point. Like, I'm sick of it. Leave me alone. I'm in a rock band. All right, that's cool. It's still music.
Absolutely. All right, family. Well, I will catch you on the other side.
Thank you, brother.
It's all love. It's all love.
I'll see you soon, man. This was fun.
Yep. Absolutely. Y'all, I think that's it. You know what I mean? Like I've been wrong a few times tonight, you know what I mean? But I just want to thank y'all for joining me out here, and you know, for all of Sacramento, down to Stockton, out to NY, to New Orleans, and all the poets that came out and represented tonight. Like, man, so much love. Just wanted to bring that to y'all, and you know, signing off. It's Andru Defeye, a.k.a. the Guerrilla Poet Laureate, a.k.a. the Hoodie God, a.k.a. Spitting Quarantino, a.k.a. I wear my sunglasses at night indoors because my eyes are as sensitive as my heart is, y'all. Everybody have a happy holiday. We love you. Go find some joy. Hug your family members. You know, I mean, if you're allowed to, you know what I mean? Like if they're in that 3 family pod, then hug them, you know what I mean? Don't do too much. Everybody watch these numbers, y'all. You know what I mean? Stay inside, do your soul sitting and soul searching, and we'll see you on the other side of the new year. Love, 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 love.